Welcome to the SRG Sports Talk Show with me, John Vick. And on today's SRG Sports Talk Show, I'm going to talk about 7 NFL coaches to watch that are going to lose their job. But these are 7 head coaches that might lose their job for the team. I'm going to name off the teams that will lose their job and get fired. You know, what's coach is on the hot seat for the most part. What coach is on the hot seat for everything. So, starting with number 1 would be the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys would be one on my list because Jerry Jones has fired and hired coaches between 4, but this could be offense, this could be a defense, this could be a head coach thing. You know, which coaches are going to get fired. So, this categorizes all 3. Head coach, offensive coach, and defensive coach. So it's going to categorize all 3. Jerry Jones might fire the offensive coach or defensive coach depending on where it is. The head coach might have 2 more years down the road as much as live late. But that's up to Jerry Jones. If he fires this coach, that's fine. Get a new head coach. You know, fire all 3 of them. That's what it is. Number 2 would be the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Las Vegas Raiders haven't been doing any good because I kind of really think that they moved to a new city, which is Las Vegas, and then try to get the money that they can get. But I think they're going to lose a lot. The head coach itself. And they might fire just the defensive coordinator. Because their offensive 1 year ago, last year, I heard it wasn't too bad when I first started the podcast on the old one. And it wasn't too bad. I didn't get a chance to narrate any of the games. I do apologize for that on that one. The match shut me off that day, and I lost track of time with the videos here. But no, Las Vegas Raiders, I would say they're going to be maybe going to lose their head coach. Because it is a new city after all. They're working on it and everything else. So the Raiders might lose their head coach. They might have him on the hot seat, keep him for 1 more year, then he's gone. Tennessee Titans would be another one that's on my list. And Tennessee Titans, they've kind of I think their head coach is on the hot seat. To where, now this could be a new coach. They could have the same coach. I don't know much about the actual, but Tennessee Titans might have their head coach in change right now. And when I played head coach 09, NFL head coach 09, I coached the Titans. I changed it up a little bit, but they were not the greatest team to build up when I played that game years ago. And when I played NFL Coach 09, it wasn't the best team to build up years ago, but it was like something how they did it. But the actual head coach, he's got his job on the line. They didn't do too bad. I looked at all the records here. It's pretty crazy to understand. Now, New York Giants, they definitely need a new head coach. New York Giants might need a new head coach for some type of reason. But if I was the GM right now, or the owner, especially the owner, I would give this coach another shot and try to lean forward of getting New York Giants getting another shot. Now, if I was Tom Coughlin coaching New York Giants, I would lead the New York Giants to a Super Bowl. It's like they're not trying. I mean, the New York Jets have already lost versus time. In the city of New York, last time I've heard from the radio station that's in New York, and a couple shows from New York, that they're pretty upset losing. I mean, they're not doing good in baseball. They're not doing good in basketball, as I said. So New York Giants might be able to take that chance to help New York Jets out, even if they have to face each other. You know, number 6 would be Detroit Lions. So moving on. Number 6 is Detroit Lions. Lions have their head coach on the hot seat. But I don't know. I mean, Detroit Lions, they're iffy. I know one year they kind of sucked. Next year they got like 12-3. Then they're 6-5. It's iffy with the Detroit Lions. But I would really put the head coach on the hot seat if I was the owner or the GM. Give him about probably 2 more years on his contract. If he doesn't win any games or go to a Super Bowl, kick him, boot him out, say adios muchachos. Just saying what it is. Now Miami, their coach should be on the hot seat completely. Miami hasn't won any games in the last 3 years, I've heard. And it's like, you gotta think. Where does Miami go from here? Hang on a second. Okay. I need to get a cup of coffee on this one. And I know I don't usually do it anymore, but I'm trying to limit myself. But Miami, I mean, they're another... But I do apologize for the coffee. I had to get a sip of it real quick. But Miami, on the other hand, their head coach might get fired. They've already lost precious time, losing quite a bit of games lately in the last 3 seasons. So that they're going to be doing. I mean, I don't really know. Now, Dallas Cowboys might give Jerry Jones might give the coach another chance. He might give the coach another chance. Las Vegas Raiders, definitely they're going to fire him. I don't know if they're going to fire or put him on the hot seat. Tennessee Titans, maybe. Chiefs, iffy with that. New York Giants, they're definitely going to fire. Because they might do the same thing that the New York Jets did. They fired their new head coach coordinator. Got somebody new in. According to Matt O'Leary. I've heard this from Matt O'Leary. And it's like, they got somebody new in. Which is pretty good. So New York Jets might fire their head coach. At the end of the season. Or maybe 1 week in the regular season. Then they have to get a new head coach during the regular season. Which will suck for the New York Giants because they're not going to be able to find one in time. Lions, maybe. But if I would give any of these head coaches another chance, I would say Dallas Cowboys because he is kind of generous. I would give him another chance. I mean, Jerry Jones is a generous guy. Cross him the wrong way. Yeah, he gets kind of an idiotic, grumpy old man. Chiefs, iffy. New York Giants, it's 50-50. Miami, definitely, they're going to lose their head coach. I wouldn't be surprised if they do lose the head coach for this season, get a new head coach for the offseason. Lions, probably they're going to lose their head coach. But like I said, they're not going to be able to do it. Buccaneers are another team that's not on this list. But they're definitely going to fire their head coach after 2 seasons. They're going to fire their head coach after 2 seasons. You can't really understand why Tampa Bay does that still. Baltimore Ravens could be another one that they're going to lose their head coach. Chicago Bears could be another one they might lose the head coach entirely. Try to get another head coach for the Chicago Bears. Pittsburgh could be another one. But I'm assuming Pittsburgh, since they still have Tom Coughlin, he's still a good head coach, they might fire just their offensive coordinator if they can't play games right. Because I realize they've screwed up the last 2 seasons with Tom Coughlin. Washington Commanders, definitely. Washington Commanders could be able to lose their head coach in a matter of minutes. Baltimore Ravens could be another one. They might lose their head coach. Baltimore Ravens, hands down, nowhere to go on that one. Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, definitely. Obviously, them losing their head coach at the end of the season. Or it could be at the start of the regular season, maybe week 4. They might fire him. And there's one other team I cannot think of. San Diego. But now they're called the LA Chargers. LA could lose their head coach. LA Chargers could lose their head coach. So, apparently, I had to think of San Diego because we're used to seeing San Diego Chargers, never seen LA Chargers. LA might lose their head coach at the end of the season. So, where does these coaches go with the teams that are going to be losing? Yeah, but I would say on this list and off this list, 3 potential teams. Well, let's go with 4. Tampa Bay, LA Chargers, Miami, and let's go with Tennessee Titans on that list. Let's go with those 4 teams that the coaches might lose their job. They might keep it, they might lose it. We'll find out when they get the actual look of this. So those are the 4 teams I'm expecting. But off this list, and I could go with Jacksonville Jaguars too, because they're going to lose their head coach anyway. Because they've haven't won football game after football game. They've been losing. So in a way, I could say, yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars could be another one on this list, but it's off the list too. Their head coach might be on the hot seat. You know, I'm hoping that's not that case. I want them to keep the coach for another couple of years. Maybe 2 years left on his contract. Then they fire and get someone new in there. But no, if I had to choose one on this list, it would be Dallas Cowboys because Jerry Jones owns the team. He can fire that coach anytime he wants. And New York Giants. New York Giants would be another one. They're going to fire their head coach at the end of the season. I bet you they're going to fire the head coach. So, let me know what you think. Which coaches are going to get fired? Mine is my list. It could be on this list. It could be something, and it could be your own town team, you know. So let me know in the comments down below which coaches you think are on the hot seat. So for the SRG Sports Talk Show, for John and Vic, signing off. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your morning and enjoy your whole day. And I do apologize for the last video. I had a doctor's appointment. I had a psychiatry appointment. I was a little bit exhausted, so I do apologize for this video getting out. So, but until next time for the SRG Sports Talk Show, take care. Have a good day. And I hope to see you next time in the next video. Bye.